Myself not being religious, I don't really have the opportunity to play or even see a church worship band in full swing. But all the videos I see in passing showcase amazing chops and most notably beautiful gear. It's very true. So my question is, if you're playing for your church, how often is the gear paid for by the church, aka donations, as opposed to you supplying your own paid for by your hard-earned money? I'm genuinely curious about this. It's actually a very good question. Honestly, it again varies from situation to situation. My personal experience, I will say I've been very blessed. In the places I've played, I've usually provided my own their church kit for me. For example, the one I'm at currently, Hill Country, has their own kit. I do not have to bring anything for that, just my drumsticks. Everything's paid for. They keep it up. They maintain it because they have the funds to do it. First Baptist Dripping Springs is one church I've played at that has their own kit. Their worship director is originally a drummer, so obviously that thing's going to be tip-top shape, which it usually is, which is awesome. And then many places like that I've played at and even there was a church in Georgetown, and had their own kit. Most places have their own kit for me. I don't know if it's the same for everybody, but that really helps because I do not have the space to put a kit. I have a kit, and that's it. It's in my hometown. Can't put it anywhere here, so that really helps out a lot. As far as having your own kit, I've brought it to places. My dad actually donated his drum kit to our local church that he plays at, so they didn't have the funds obviously to buy a full kit. It was a very small church, so I feel like most places that have the funds to do it will definitely do it. It's just easier. It's easier to have a stationary, like, this is gonna stay here. We're not gonna move it. Not gonna touch it. You're not gonna take it anywhere because it's not yours. As opposed to having to bring in your own personal la-di-da, I need this tom, I need these heads, I need this symbol. It's just much easier, and honestly, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter too much. As far as gear is just gear. It matters to us personally, but to God, He doesn't really care, I don't think. So that's just one way I look at it, is that it doesn't really hold too much weight in the grand scheme of things. It's very cool to have. I will always personally love bringing my own, just because I know what it's going to sound like. I have been to places that have not had, we'll just say they probably thought they had the budget to produce and sustain a quality level drum kit, but in fact they absolutely did not.